So, first of all, in that interview, the Honorable Bryan categorically stated that I have intercepted nothing, that I do not have any documents at all. I do not have access to his filings at GRA.
Yes.
He spent substantial time doubting and actually claiming that there are no documents in my possession and that I have intercepted nothing. This morning, I can prove to the Honorable Bryan that he clearly didn't know what he was talking about. And if he has been following our work, the work we do in Parliament, carrying out our parliamentary oversight, he should have known that we don't speak to what we don't have. When we say we've intercepted documents, and what is really, if you look at the documents we have intercepted in the pursuit of our parliamentary oversight, even confidential cabinet memos we've intercepted. When Ken Ofori-Atta told the whole country, including the president, telling us that they are not using public funds to build the National Cathedral, I intercepted documents from the Finance Ministry instructing the Controller and Accountant General to release funds for payment to contractors that had not even gone through the procurement process. We now know that secretly, on the blind side of Parliament, without parliamentary approval, a whopping $58.1 million was illegally released to these dubious elements who have engaged in the biggest financial loss in the history of our country and created the world's most expensive pit. You remember recently the AFCON budget, which government was treating like some nuclear code. They would not release it. Sports journalists, everybody, Parliament, were asking them, we want to see that document. I intercepted it. So why would the Honorable Bryan think that I don't have these documents? So I am going to be generous. I'll give you a copy of the intercepted filings at the GRA. And this is
the taxpayer ledger.
All the records of his taxpayer ledger at Rock City Hotel. The tin Ghana card is there provided. I don't want to read it to the general public. The tax office is in Koko TSC, as you can see. And the taxes, even though he started operations in 2019, his filed taxes only from 2021 to 2024. But even that, there are potholes, and I'll come to that. So 2021, if you come with me to 2021, you look at the markings. Yeah, 2021. Not me saying. They went to the GRA. If you look at what is at page 1, and said that 2021, per their assessment, they will make losses. They will not make any profit. You see the 12th March 2021.
See.
You see that
process returns.
Yes,
for
process returns for 2021. Reference number C 006446833 R001 YRS 2021. Those process returns 00, no profits. So then 2 years after, 9th March 2023, they said that having not made profits, we have 2 withholding taxes to declare. So do a debit adjustment. You see that 9th March 2023, a debit adjustment of just 20,782, 2021.
So, yes.
Yeah, you see that.
20,782. But for a business, obviously, if you would say they didn't make profit in 2021, that does not translate into they declaring losses. But they didn't make profit.
They didn't make profits.
So there's a decision between the two.
Yes, okay. I've made that point. So no profits 2021. Then you come to 2022. Now 2022 is exceedingly interesting. Okay. If you look at the tax records at the GRA, you observe that for the whole of 2022, there were no filings at all. They didn't file their tax returns in 2022. No filings at all. Then, after this expose, and I went to Shraj on the 17th of May. I filed this Shraj complaint on the 17th of May. Days after, they rushed to GRA. So if you check the entry number 3.
Yes.
They rushed to GRA on the 23rd of May 2024, 2 years later.
That's process returns for 2022.
Yes.
11,299.83 CDs. That's what you're talking about?
Yes. So they rushed to GRA on the 23rd of May 2024, 2 years after.
But 2022, I mean, by the rules, a company should have filed tax returns by June 2023.
By April, really. By April. But you can apply to the Commissioner General for some extension. But the Commissioner General must give you.
So if they filed for 2022,
but that was not done. None of that was done.
They filed for 2022 on the 23rd of May 2024.
That is why.
Your document, they should have paid penalties, right?
Yes, and they did. So they paid penalties if you come to, very brilliant question. So you come to entry number 5.
Okay, that's 4,390.
Yes, on that 23rd of May, for failing to do that for 2 years. It was only after my expose that they rushed there. And even if you notice from the document, they went there twice. First, went there to say that we have no profits to declare. Then went back to change it the same day, 23rd May, if you look at entry number 4, to say that, okay, we can declare some 383,000. So it's very bizarre.
But did they have a tax clearance certificate?
Brilliant question. Brilliant question. Brilliant question. So this has opened a can of worms. If he didn't dare us. So if you look at the timelines that SNIT published on the 19th of May 2024, SNIT says that after they had selected a transaction advisor, they then advertised 3rd February 2022, Ghanaian time, 7th February 2022, in The Economist and others, to commence the tender for the hotels, the companies who want to buy the SNIT hotels. And that point 8 of the media release, a total of 9 companies responded to the advertisements by submitting proposals on the 23rd of March, 2022. Deadline. 6 out of the 9 were then shortlisted and issued with requests for proposal, RFP documents. So you see that by the time they were participating in this tender, they have not filed their taxes. So it means that they didn't have a tax clearance certificate. And it is...
Maybe that's what the GRA to even tell us now.
And you know, under the procurement laws, for when you are tendering for government projects, I mean, it's so fundamental. Tax clearance certificate, SNIT clearance certificate. All of us who have been in the ministry, who have read these procurement reports, when they present them to you, companies are disqualified immediately once you don't have a tax clearance certificate. Now, if he claims that he presented the 2021 tax clearance certificate, he couldn't have had it, because if you come back to the 2021 document, 2021, again, he did not comply. He went back 2 years later, 9th March 2023, attempting to comply with filing his returns 2 years later. And this is the company that we are told is coming to teach these hotels best corporate management practices, how to do a better job and be efficient and all of that. Really, really strange. Then you come to the 2023 filings also, and you see here that point 5, 2023, no profits declared. And then you come to 2024, what has been done so far, 2024. And 31st March 2024, they were very, very, really busy, as you can see from the document, the first page. If you look at the first page of the document, indicating that they don't expect to make profits in 2024.
That's the first quarter.
The first quarter. And then on 24th May, if you look at the entrance...
So that's a debit adjustment for
entrance number 5. They go back and do a debit adjustment following my expose. So you see a lot happening on the 24th of May 2024 after the expose. So when the Honorable Bryan Acheapong claims that I have nothing, I've intercepted nothing, he stands exposed. But I have stated that I don't need his Trazako house and his hotel and all of that.
Even for your constituents.
I'm not doing this for any personal benefit.
Okay.
So look, this company, from all we have seen, whilst they are saying that they will not make profits even for this year, until after my expose, and they go back on the 24th of May to try to do adjustments. Look at the record of SNIT from the Deloitte financial statements. SNIT has a gross profit of 158.4 million. Net profit, operating profit, 58.2 million. SNIT, that's Labadi Beach Hotel, pardon me, Labadi Beach Hotel. Labadi Beach Hotel is paying dividend to government, 25 million. And if you look at how Labadi Beach Hotel, the management there, they are compliant, they are following the laws, they have their tax clearance certificates, they have good corporate practices, gold standard. How can anybody convince me that Rock City, with this horrible record, should be the one purchasing Labadi Beach Hotel and not the other way around?
Okay. Okudzeto Ablakwa, thank you very much for coming, and as you indicated, this is a matter that's not ended as yet because no action has been taken to halt this transaction as far as we do know. So we will keep an eye on it as you also stay the steam on what the
organized labor has informed me that the president has invited them to a meeting on the 25th.
The 25th.
Yes. So we are
which is Tuesday.
We are watching that space, which is Tuesday. We hope that it will not be another attempt to convince organized labor. Because look, I'm so disappointed in this president that he has taken so long to intervene in this scandalous matter and just stop this rot. I'm shocked. The president who told us that he will not entertain this, that people who want to engage in transactions of this nature should stay in the private sector. He's the one superintending over this mess, and he's watching on as his appointees offer all kinds of ridiculous explanations, throw challenges that they know when they are exposed, they will be embarrassed. I mean, won't the government stop this mess?
Well, Okudzeto Ablakwa, thank you very much for coming out.